In the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Om Soba Shuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Shuddha Yanam Dham Je Tongba Tongba Ren Jinje Teni Tanje Omba Yame Kamba Ewa Nani Tuje Jemba Namba Soi Togana Ale Davi Jingo Tenda Jamba Je Anandan Janam Nerin Chin Chatan Chi Jinjo Nanda Dadi Tete Udak Jinko Jibete Yang Tugure Levun Tupardin Lomata Aji Jimba Norija Sanji Sanji Owa Jinra Yoga Zani Tam Jende Dur Jende Ngani Konjo Sunjeta Te Lama Sunjata Asam Dea Shipa Chi Dodo Senj Nala Jinase Nankata Chabi Chuchi Dozi Jala Samsala Yenye Magu Kunda Kazu Sanji Jivalaji Taji Jinjin Dola Yejin Samsadu Jaganam Kajin Dayami Yazu Kunyo Chunjin Sosa Adan Shiran Cholang Pirema De Sumsalo Nagi Ningesa Tu Pime Tu Buddha Mame Chacha Shase Om Zipela Monom Jinju
Om Svabhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Svabhava Shuddho Ham. All phenomena become void. From within the state of emptiness, upon a precious ground, appears a lovely, boundless palace, complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear as the great compassionate one. Arising from awe, a moon disk at my heart is marked with the syllable Shri. From the Kriya at my heart, light rays radiate and invite the glorious Guru who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me and sits upon a moon disk, resting on a 1,000-petaled lotus flower, which sits upon a jeweled throne. Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who, untainted by faults, is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like. Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret, I confess all transgressions of the 3 kinds of vows, which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done, at any time I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Layan Tele Chagi Shapato Tinga So Sonji Sonsi Jindong De La Tenai Keji Nila Pena Se Tangji Yongjala Nani Papa Chi Kumdo Korpolan Soji Jadi Shurji Sojo Aye Jama De Ujaye Mayonga Ate Maye Korsi Anjo no shesha te ten do na kone Tian san che tse choni te ten no shesha Ma bu tu tu de ni jin bang gu je na ba sa Sai so je tong bo ni to kar ta je ni de ran de sun ben che ji ye pen ko no den ba de yong ni pe pe ma ta sun be de lo ye pa ye na yu sun O te la san de gu bia ta gu bia chao nin chu ji le te tor tong zho so nam ji a da ji li di o no ro re ji jin da she gu du nu ma Nere tapo kuyunga pa Yashire ji shanta Jinye ong ta ji chu benze Azu kubu do Te to karta vete Reye kapu Putolo ne china Kodan jipo jinda
Om Svabhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Svabhava Shuddho Ham. Om Shunyata Jana Vajra Sambhava Etmako Ham. All phenomena that are subsumed under perceiver and perceive become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white Kri upon a lotus and moon disk. From it, light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathers back into the Kri, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a Kri. From the Kri, light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and Kri and instantly transform into me, appearing as noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful, white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white. The right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bared fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds the crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus. The third holds an anointing vase. and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving. And each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and I am wearing an upper garment of antelope skin draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart, upon a moon disk, is the white little tree, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Patala. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who, untainted by faults, is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Ja, Hom, Bam, Ho, we merge inseparably, and my three places become marked with the syllables Om, Ah, Hom. Again, light radiates from the Hri at my heart, which causes the 5 Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the 4 mothers holding primordial wisdom nectar, which they use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava behind my right ear, Amoghasiddhi behind my left ear, and Vairocana at the nape of my neck. Thus I am crowned by the lords of the 5 families. At my heart, upon a lotus and moon, is the essence of the wisdom being, the great, compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is a samadhi being, appearing as a white letter, Hri. From it light issues forth and purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they all transform into the great, compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the Hri. Namo
Sangura Berata Aranjaya Tutugutuya Arahati Sanyo Sambeta Namasavata Tanga Tipi Tipi Samyo Sambetipi Namaya Puraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makarinekaya Eyadum Daradara Dere 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 Zoli Zoli Prazale Prazale Kusame Kusama Elimele Tite Lama Bu Nima Namore Nadaya Namoyandana Shangaram Beta Vaharanjaya Dutungutuya Arahati Samyosam Beta Namasavadu Tangativi Adivi Samyosam Beta Namaya Yoraya Bodhisataya Masadaya Makanika Eyada Daradara Dire 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 Adavati Tulu Tulu Pratoli Pratoli Kusame Kusama Vare Lemela Tita Mapana Yesua Namara Nadaya Namo Yajana Sangaram Birutana Vaharanjaya Tutugutuya Arahati Samyasambhata Namasavada Tangatipi Atipi Samyasambhatipi Namoyanipi Suraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makurinekaya Eyata Daradara Dara 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 Adama Jitali Tala Radoli Prata Kusama Kusama Var Elimene Jitala Mapuno Yesu Namore Nadaya Namoyandana Sangura Berata Vaharanjaya Tathagatāya Ahati Samyosambhati Namasava Tathagatipi Utipi Samyosambhati Namaya Charaya Bodhisattva Masadaya Makarineka Eyadam Daradara Dire 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 Adavati Tali Tali Radoli Brata Kusame Kusama Hare Libili Titenda Mabana Yesu Namore Nadoyo Namo Yojana Sangura Biruta Varanjaya Tathagatāya Ahati Samyasambhati Tanga Nyadebe Samyo Sundebe Namaya Lubide Yoraya Buddha Sadoya Masaroya Mahakarinega Darada Dire Dire Duru Duru Jale Jale Prata Adole Banza Kusame Kusuma Elimele Titenda Lama Panaso Namarena Daya Namo Jana Sangaram Daya Narandaya Tathagataya Arahate Jaya Sambhada Namaste Tathagate Beate Namaya Choraya Buddha Satoya Masadoya Mahavaya Eyata Dara Dara Dere 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 Adem Tuli Tuli Produli Prodon Kusuma Kusuma Elemele Titadala Mapano Iso Namarena Daya Namaya Juno Sanguru Berocha Maharanjaya Tathagata Arahati Sayasambeta Namaso Tathagata Beate Samya Sambeta Namaya Lokita Yoraya Buddha Satoya Masadaya Makurinaka Eyata Dara Dara Dere 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 Sole Sole Ratole Buddha Kusame Ware Lemele Titen Mabana Yesu Yadom Dara 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 Kusame Kusama Yadom Dara 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 Tiatham Dara Dara Diri 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 Kuzume Kuzume Yodom Dara Dara Diri Diri Kuzume Kuzume Theodore, Dara, 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 Kusune, Kusuna, Nabanaya Sa, Theodore, Amane Bene Hol, 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 Mani Bene Hol, Mani Bene Hol, Mani Bene Rada Gobeyungo Goshiri Jishandabi Yang Tarji Jubi Zerka Gontoaju Etenaru Me Marpo Tenze Sajaji Shardu Hole Meju Posanu Shajaji Noru Tromli Rejo Nizirpo Juji Sajaji Nabda Omle Namna Yekarpo Sancho Chogeze Sanda Ole Tanda Nejanka Jadi Sajaji Anjarin Jindi Jene Sumsime Sauna Ande Shisan Na Jiran Tan Nimi
Om Svabhava Shuddho Sarva Dharma Svabhava Shuddho Hum. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the Kriya at my heart emanates the letter drum, which travels to the space in front of me. The drum then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jeweled throne and a moon disk upon which is a multicolored 8-petaled lotus. At its center is a tree which transforms into the Great Compassionate One, crystal clear, resembling me. His body is youthful, white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bared fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garment of antelope skin draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares. The crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Above, Ahri transforms into red Amitabha, his hands in the gesture of samadhi. In the east, Ahum transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hands in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, Atram transforms into yellow Ratnasambhava, his hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairocana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an Ah transforms into green Amoghasiddhi, with his hands in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and their 3 places are marked with the 3 seed syllables. The light radiating from the 3 syllables invites the wisdom beings, who dissolve into him. Thus we have merged Nanduli. Saham Bamho.
Nankata Jobidu Yazidya Sunsala Yunji Magakunda Todu Sanji Tilaji Toji Jinjindo Sunsala Yagananga Yindayan Yazukunya Yindan Sosasa Tadan Shiran Chulanga Elo Sunsala Dagi Ningasa Nen Chupe Me Tu Beta Mame Te Jasha Son Zibela Nom Jinsho.
Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder, and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who, untainted by faults, is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like. Sanji Shina Bidetsu Yendu Kunam Yendu Jubasho Yendu Mendra Sampo Deku Sanju Lama Eman Jongshin Tuzun Deshi Gubama Yenanga Nyabedu Nadu Shu Rana Dundayo Etuji Chendo Sandune Eshi Durze Jumba Pepambayo Kawaju. Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret, I confess all transgressions of the 3 kinds of vows, which I have committed while overpowered by the 3 poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the sun and moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha realm and offering it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the 3 times. May we neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings limitless as the sky is vast become liberated. Streams of primordial wisdom nectar descend from my fingers and those of the great compassionate one in front, filling the vase completely.
Namaya Loki Charaya Bodhisatoya Sadoya Maganaga Eyadam Darodoro Dire Dire Dada Echeva Chitali Tala Utale Pata Kusame Kasama Mari Limele Titenda Mabolo Yesu Namaranaraya Namiyayana Sangara Berasa Aranjaya Tutungataya Arati Suryasambhata Namasa Tatanga Devi Ozibi Ayasambhati Namaya Buddhisatoya Matusatoya Aga Nikaya Makurinika Eyata Daradara Niri Diri Durudu Ediviti Tali Tali Pratali Prata Kusuma Kusuma Limile Tita Lama Bu Nima Namorena Joya Namayana Sangurum Berosa Saharam Jaya Tutungutai Arahati Samyasam Namasadatawe Atipi Samyasam Bitapi Namavayaluki Soraya Bodhisatoya Masatoya Makarendaka Eya Durudura Diride Etevate Tali Tali Rotuli Proto Kusame Kusumavari Elemele Titedolama Pono Yesu Namorena Daya Namoya Jana Sanguram Birota Garanjaya Tutunga Arahati Sunyasambhita Namazo Totango Devi Devi Sanya Sambe Devi Namoya Yoraya Buddha Satuya Masaduya Makarinaka Deya Naram Dara Dara Diri Diri Patale Prata Kusame Kusama Hare Lemele Titenda Mabudu Su Namarana Jaya Yodamu Yajum Sanguru Peruja Goranjaya Tattagudaya Arahati Samya Sambhati Namaso Tattagabhibhi Atipi Samya Sambhati Namaya Valupi Choraya Buddhisadoya Mahenduk Adima Karinakai Ayatha Dara Dara Diri Diri Dara Dara Adava Jali Jali Rajali Praja Kusame Kusama Mele Mele Chitandala Mabudaya Namore Najayo Namo Yono Sanguru Meraja Naranjaya Duttangodoyo Nahadi Samyo Sambeda Namaso Duttangodibi Divi Ayasambedeshil Nahakurinikut Eyo dum duru 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 adava duru 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 azama kazama var elimile tutadala mabano so Namurunu doyo namayajun Sangurun Berujan Dharanjaya Tattagadoya Arahati Samyajam Bedai Namasadik Beatibi Samyasam Buddhibe Namaya Vadukibe Araya Buddhi Satoya Masadoya Mokuruneka Eya Dara Dara Diri Diri Dara Dara Diri Diri Tali Tali Pratali Prata Gazame Mare Lemele Titandala Mapodu Namare Nataya Namayo Sanguru Berota Baranjaya Tattagadoya Arahati Samyasambhata Namaso Tattagadipi Samyasambhatipi Namaya Loki Sarayam Buddhisadoya Makaya Makarinaka Eya Tha Dara Dara Diri Diri Dara Dara Adavati Tale Tale Pratali Prata Kusame Kusumavar Elimele Titandala Mapanaya Suga Yadam Dara 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 Soli Soli Pa Soli Pa Kusum
Then I, the deity wisdom being, dissolve into the main deity in front. Above my crown is Lama Bu Nima, who supplicates the Noble One on my behalf. In the English language, Lama Bu Nima's praise to Noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
tu be janya tu be rubanje jiti sumje gumo solo sumta deshi pame kute kunanje deshi na te jise sayin chiji da zhigang shi sayung shi ji pime number ji zhi jin ra ban chang ma xin ju ba xia ri ji ba de de ji jin ji pe ma ju du zhang yan yang ko dong de neng ge zheng de zhi me jia me de zhong men ji有自别有自叫人莫不见，我闭门造大山能啊是，我东沟之间多多的解决，我人情满把公婆年来见，我路门就都手的就也就，我这大爸爸那么把他，你就都不见见那场。芝麻没把边门敲烂呢，有的人呢边门都蹲着，世界可让走了那的，都是这辈人胸头的，特别紧张走进爬了山，求你是那么不有手，都用那个呢是。是顿之间可就知不得，了金秋的都蹦出来的，世界各地这些有，从北那上些满的，我们这老爷这都是，用着年上些对八年，弥陀的就出来的。感觉到的投入那个吧，也今日是讲不老师，也对本朝的他就是的，那天的基本的不没讲，就的他们好教的。人天界带了那个八公正就，这天个不啰嗦，人天那嘛是不顺的的，老祖都从别的，特别讲究特别这般的，这天身边我做啰嗦。的些把me kute kulang de的些那么太解释三九节到这光塞三用世界北面那把劲之间那半成那三九下里几把刀刀子今节北嘛就都上演可通的能够这么的，这么讲嘛，这种东西，这边是家人们的的，别人操当上能个是，通过之间多多的解决，家人亲们把风把年来的，我们走的说的就解决。我们家的什么也没有，这大伯伯那么样大个，你就都毕竟你那家，这么没把别人做了呢，对我呢，别人都世界各人做了那的。都是这辈人是相同的，都走进八二山，求你是那么我就说，他就那个呢是，是都之间可就不同，了进球的都蹦出来的。 有世界功德这逍遥，我从不内在也忘人，我们周周落日这都是，我用作年伤心定百年，我弥陀当真做了主，我感觉到的突然让难过。也今年在见不爱拉西子，今对边朝的他叫啥的？那的那几部那不没，让就的他毛就疼，等着点着在那个瓦工中就，我破拉山茶了。这天那马是把孙家头，老爷做都当从别头，特别讲究特别这般子，这天孙间我们做了son，老这些把妹个得更样子，这些那的件事，三之间的这故事。三用世界北门能不及，只见若变成马身躯，下里结巴都子，今节白马就都上艳阳，可我懂得能够追美的，追美家没得从门的，这辈子叫人莫不及。北面走到山林啊去，东过这些多多的解决，人情梦的风光年年经，我们吃的什么的就解决，那是大把本的没有把卡，你就得归进去农村，芝麻买大北面就了呢。对我那北面都就，世界各上就了那的，都是这辈人的行动的，特别紧张做紧跑人生，求你说那么不要说，都对有那个男生，孙子人在见可就记不对。了今就得风出来家，世界刚得这一下眼，从不那个一帮人，我们周遭我就知道些，用着年伤心定八年，弥陀的全做那个，可也多突然了那个。今日是讲不落实，对边疆的大家啥子，那的那几帮那不美，我就得他毛家汤，等着点着在那个把关的，哟，这点工不落手。longe tena masi posun jatu, loye zu tudon sumbe tu, tube janjo tube chupanze, onje ten sumjen gombo cholo sum, lo dershe pame kude kunranze, dershe nawan tae jese, sun chujan do chupanze,所用世界本能不尽，只因若本成马身躯，下里结巴的东西，境界白马就得上样，可懂得能够真爱的，真爱咱们的从门子，这辈子叫人莫不尽。北面走到少年我是，东哥真见都的解决， 人气嘛吧公婆你那金，了们就得送得有解决，的不管那么样吧卡，你家的给你技能长，这么没把本门就拉呢。对我那本门都懂着，世界可让出了那对，都是这个日子小动的，特别经常出去跑人生，去年是那么没有说，都那个男生，是都在进口就不对。了进出的都蹦出来的，世界更的这些人，从别你了解吧的，我们这老姐这都是，用着你啊伤心的吧呢，没错到全出来着，刚也到处突然了那个。今年在讲不老师，对边唱的他叫啥的？那的那几帮那边们，就的他们就他们，就来那个把根着呀。
I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the Guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods Mara, Brahma, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector. I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorned with a Buddha boundless light, you generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts. You left hands adorned with a lotus. Your perfumed hair flushes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite your smelling bodies, white as a snowing cone, your hot blue glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your heart spread like perfect lotuses. Range on a steel like you think like the atom. Clouds, many jewels are on your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Viewless breast is covered by antelope hide, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smoother than lotus petal. You sublime gold bed is studded with fine gems. From your hips stretch garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond gathering vast merit. You reach the sublime lower and liberate essence of delight. You dispel age and disease. You are supreme among beings, victor over Mara's horse. Golden necklace jingling beautify your feet. You fall boundless, secure beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful swan, doctrine's keeper, all accumulations done, savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worthy and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the Guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara, Brahma, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorn with a Buddha boundless light, you generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts. You left hands adorn with a gold lotus. Your perfumed hair flushes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. All your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite your smelling bodies, white as a snowing cone. Your hot blue glittering pearls, you are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your heart spread like perfect lotuses, range on a steel lake. You think like the atom clouds, many jewels are on your shoulders. Your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Viewless breast is covered by antelope hide, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smoother than lotus petal. You sublime gold bed is studded with fine gems. From your hips stretch garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond. Gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberate us of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Mara's horse. Golden necklace jingling beautify your feet. You fall boundless, steadfast you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful, swan doctrines keeper, all accumulations done, savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chen Rezik, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worthy and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. Om, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the Guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara, Brahma, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorn with a Buddha boundless light, your generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts. You left hands adorn with a gold lotus. Your perfumed hair flushes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. All your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite your smelling bodies, white as a snowing cone. Your hot blue glittering pearls, you are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your heart spread like perfect lotuses, range on a steel lake. You think like the atom clouds, many jewels are on your shoulders. Your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Viewless breast is covered by antelope hide, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smoother than lotus petal. You sublime gold bed is studded with fine gems. From your hips stretch garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond. Gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime Lawrence, liberate us of the light. You dispel agent disease, you are supreme human beings, victor over Mars. Horse, golden necklace, jingling, beautify your feet. You four boundless states, you beings in peace, dignify like elephant, graceful, swan, doctrines, keeper, all accumulations. Done, savor from the oceans of milk and water. Men or women, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worthy and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives.
Om Bema Soto Samaya Mana Balaya Bema Soto Dinova Tijanum Sutu Kayo Me Baba Sube Jayo Me Mandara To Me Baba So Siti Me Baida So Bema Sit Danjina Guru Hong Ha 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 Hu Banga Sa Ta Ta Da Prima Manin Da Prima Ma Samaya Sa To Va O Ma Me Eme
Please grant your blessings that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that I and all sentient beings may train in bodhicitta. Grant your blessings that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Soba Vajudu Sumadam Soba Vajudu Om Nahum Kadu Guru Nam Panto Dingi Dormande Bhagavad Gita Tanjase
This Torma, endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Om Lokeshwara Sabhara Om Lokeshwara Sabhara Marano Kubo Koyako Om Lokeshwara Sabhara Vedam Balendo Kubo Koyako. In this and all my future lives, may I be born in a good family. May I be endowed with a clear intellect free from pride. May I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my Samaya Vichenrezi remain firm. May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By offering a bath with scented streams of nectar to the protector Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings, may all defilements and the two kinds of obscurations of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless three kayas. Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupted mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I have committed while controlled by lethargy and agitation. In the space before me is the exalted noble one who is born from the 6 syllables. He bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purifies the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolves into my crown. The wishing prayer of Dewa Chen. Emaho, from here, in the direction of the setting sun, beyond a multitude of innumerable worlds, slightly elevated, is the land of the noble beings, the perfectly pure realm of Dewa-chen. Although Dewa-chen is not visible to our water bubble-like eyes, it can clearly appear to our mind. There resides the subduer and victorious one, measureless light, who is of ruby red color and blazing radiance. He is adorned with the top knot on his head, the wheels on his feet, and so on, the 32 signs of perfection, and the 80 minor marks. He has a single face, 2 arms in the mudra of equanimity, holding an alms bowl. He wears the 3 Dharma robes. In cross posture, he is seated on a lotus of 1,000 petals, with a moon disk from which rises a Bodhi tree that serves as a backrest. From far away, he looks at me with his eyes of compassion. On his right side is the Bodhisattva, eyes of compassionate wisdom, Avalokiteshvara, of white color, holding in his left hand a white lotus. And on his left is the Bodhisattva of great power, Vajrapani, of blue color, holding in his left hand a lotus marked with the Vajra. Both of them extend their right hands towards us in the refuge-bestowing mudra. These 3 main deities appear like Mount Meru, the king of mountains, radiant, pouring forth splendor and illuminating. They dwell accompanied by their retinue of 1 trillion Gelong bodhisattvas, all of them also of golden color, adorned with the marks and signs, dressed in the 3 Dharma robes of great resplendence. With a devotion that does not make any difference between near and far, I prostrate full of respect with my 3 doors. The Dharmakaya, limitless radiance, Lord of the Buddha family, emanates from his right hand light rays that become Chenrezi, 1 billion secondary emanations of mighty Chenrezi. From his left hand, he emanates light rays that become Tara, with 1 billion secondary emanations of Tara. From his heart, light rays go out manifesting Padmasambhava, together with 1 billion secondary emanations of Orgyan. I prostrate to Dharmakaya, measureless light. With the eyes of a Buddha, during all 6 periods of day and night, he constantly regards with love all sentient beings. His enlightened mind is constantly aware of whatever thoughts or ideas arise in the minds of all sentient beings. His enlightened ear constantly hears distinctly, without confusion, whatever words are spoken by all sentient beings. I prostrate to the all-knowing, measureless light. Except for those who have rejected the Dharma or accomplished the deeds of immediate retribution, all who have faith in you and make their wishing prayers will be born in Dewa-chen, and their prayers will be fulfilled. It is said that in the bardo, he will come and will guide us into this land. I prostrate to the guide, measureless light. Your lifespan lasting for countless kalpas, you stay here and do not go beyond suffering. If we pray to you with one pointed respect, it is said that except for the complete ripening of karma, the end of our life force will happen only after 100 years, and the various kinds of untimely death will be averted. I prostrate to Protector Amitayus. It is said that it is of greater merit to join the palms out of faith on hearing the name of Amitabha and about Dewa-chen than to fill countless 3,000-fold universes of vast extent with jewels and to offer them as gifts. For this reason, I respectfully prostrate to measureless light. Whosoever hears the names of Amitabha and develops just once a faith, which comes from the depth of his heart and bones and is not empty talk, will never lose the path to enlightenment. I prostrate to the Protector, measureless light. From the time of hearing the name of Buddha, measureless light, until obtaining Buddhahood, I will not be born in an inferior body, but take birth in a good family and have a pure conduct in all lives to come. I prostrate to measureless light gone to bliss. My body and all my possessions, together with my roots of virtue, whatever offerings that are actually present or emanated by mind, including the auspicious substances, the 8 auspicious signs, the 7 precious items, whatever offerings exist since all times, billions of 3,000-fold universes with their 4 continents, the central mountain, the sun and moon, together with all the wealth of gods, nagas, and humans. I take them up in my mind and offer them to Amitabha. By the force of your compassion, accept this for my own benefit. I lay open and confess all the non-virtuous deeds which have been committed from beginningless time until now by myself and by all sentient beings, headed by my father and mother. I lay open and confess the 3 unwholesome acts of the body: killing, taking what is not given, and impure conduct. I lay open and confess the 4 unwholesome acts of speech: lying, slandering, rough speech, and gossip. I lay open and confess the 3 unwholesome acts of mind: covetousness, malice, and wrong views. I lay open and confess the 5 deeds of immediate retribution which we accumulated: killing our father, our mother, our teacher, or an arhat, and intending to cause harm to the body of a victorious one. I lay open and confess the evil deeds similar to the deeds of immediate retribution: killing a gelong or getzul, making a nun fall, destroying a statue, stupa, or temple, and so on. I lay open and confess the evil acts of abandoning the Dharma, like abandoning the 3 supports, the jewels, the temple, and the supreme speech. I lay open and confess all these accumulated very negative, useless actions, like abusing bodhisattvas, which is of greater evil than to kill the sentient beings of the 3 realms. Compared to the 5 crimes of immediate retribution, it is more negative not to believe in the benefits of virtuous deeds and the difficulties resulting from non-virtue, and to think that this is not true and simply a pedagogical device. And this, although we received explanations on the duration and extent of suffering in the hell realms and so on. I lay open and confess this negative karma that makes liberation impossible. I lay open and confess all breakage and damages of the discipline of individual liberation, including the 5 categories of faults, the 4 root downfalls, the 13 with the remainder, the transgressions, the downfalls, the individually confessed damages, and the faults. I lay open and confess all the transgressions concerning the bodhisattva training, the 4 negative actions, 5, and 8 downfalls. I lay open and confess the samaya damages of the secret mantra, the 14 root downfalls, and the transgressions of the 8 secondary vows. I lay open and confess all harmful deeds which I did not understand to be harmful, the non-virtuous deeds that I have committed due to not requesting vows, and all evil deeds of which I was not aware of as actually being harmful, like impure conduct, sexual activity, drinking alcohol, and so on. I lay open and confess the serious transgressions and downfalls due to receiving refuge vows, initiations, and so on, but not knowing to keep the respective vows and commitments. Since a confession will not purify if there is no regret, I confess with great remorse, with shame, and with despair at my previous harmful deeds, as if poison had attained the depth of my being. Since there will be no purification if I am not keeping to my vows from now on, I promise in my mind from today onwards never to commit non-virtuous activity, even at the cost of my life. Please, Sugata, measureless light, and your heirs, grant your blessings so that my stream of being may be completely purified. When I hear about others who have accomplished wholesome acts, I abandon all unwholesome thoughts of jealousy and rejoice in their deeds with heartfelt joy, which is said to make us obtain a merit equal to theirs. For this reason, I rejoice in whatever virtuous deeds are accomplished by realized and ordinary beings. I also rejoice in the vast activity accomplished for the benefit of beings due to developing the mind of supreme, unsurpassable enlightenment. I rejoice in giving up the 10 unwholesome and performing the 10 wholesome acts, to protect the life of others, to give offerings, and to keep one's vows, to speak the truth, to reconcile adversaries, to speak peacefully, gently, and sincerely, and to engage in conversations which are meaningful, to have little desire, to cultivate love and compassion, and to practice the Dharma. In all these virtuous acts I rejoice. I exhort all those perfect Buddhas who dwell in all the myriad worlds of the 10 directions to quickly and extensively turn the wheel of Dharma without waiting any longer. Please be aware of this request with your clairvoyant mind. I supplicate all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, holders of the teachings, and spiritual friends who intend to go beyond suffering to remain and not pass into nirvana. As it was shown, I dedicate all my virtuous acts of the 3 times for the benefit of all sentient beings. May all of us quickly obtain unsurpassable enlightenment and stir the 3 realms of samsara from their depth. May these virtuous deeds quickly ripen for me and pacify the 18 causes of untimely death in this life. May I be endowed with the physical strength of a healthy adolescent in full bloom. May my material wealth never decline, but increase as the river Ganges in the monsoon. May I practice the noble Dharma without danger through demons or enemies. May all my wishes be fulfilled in accordance with the Dharma. May I be of great benefit for the teaching and for beings. May I accomplish the true meaning of this human existence. At the very moment when I and all those who have a connection with me pass beyond this life, may the emanation of Buddha Amitabha, surrounded by his retinue of a sangha of monks, actually come to meet us. On seeing him, may our mind be happy and joyful, and may there be no more suffering of death. May, by the force of their miraculous powers, the 8 Bodhisattva brothers appear in the sky and guide us, indicating the path to Dewachen. The suffering in the lower realms is unbearable, and the joy and well-being of gods and humans is impermanent. Understanding this, may I develop a fearful mind and develop disgust with samsara that had to be endured from beginningless time until now. Even those who go from one supreme human life to another experience countless times birth, old age, illness, and death. In these difficult, degenerate times when there are many obstacles and the well-being and happiness of humans and gods are similar to food mixed with poison, may I have not even a hair tip of attachment. May I be free of even the slightest attachment to relatives, food, wealth, and companions, which are impermanent and illusory like a dream. May I understand the countries, places, and lodgings to have no real existence, just like the places and houses in my dreams. Like a criminal liberated from prison, may I, without ever looking back, escape from this ocean of samsara that knows no freedom to the pure realm of Dewachen. Having cut all links of attachment and desire, may I fly off in space just like a vulture freed from a net and instantly reach Dewachen, traveling beyond the countless universes in the western direction. May I see the face of Buddha, measureless light, who is actually dwelling there, and purify all my veils. May I take the superior of the 4 kinds of birth and be miraculously born from the heart of a lotus flower. Obtaining in one instant the complete perfect body, may I receive a body endowed with all the marks and signs. If I doubt and hesitate to be born there, the blossom of the flower will not open for 500 years, but inside of it I will be happy and content with all enjoyments. Even though I will hear the word of the Buddha, may this fault of delayed meeting with the Buddha's face not happen to me. May the flower open as soon as I am born, so that I may see the face of Amitabha. By the force of my merit and magical powers, may inconceivable clouds of offerings emanate from the palms of my hands as offerings to the Buddha and his retinue. May at that moment the Tathagata stretch out his right hand, place it on my head, and may I obtain his prophecy of enlightenment. Having listened to the Dharma, which is profound and vast, may my mind ripen and be liberated. Chenrezi and Vajrapani being the principal bodhisattvas, may I be blessed and guided by these 2. Almost every day, countless Buddhas and bodhisattvas of the 10 directions come to make offerings and see Amitabha in this land. At that time, may I pay homage to all of them and obtain the nectar of the Dharma. Through my limitless magical powers, may I go in the morning towards the realm of true happiness, to the glorious land, to the land's supreme activity and dense array. May I request initiations, blessings, and vows of the Buddhas, Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, Amoghasiddhi, Virochana, and make many offerings, and in the evening, without any effort, return to Dewachen itself. There are 1 billion realms of pure emanations, such as the lands of Potala, Alakavati, Karava, and the land of Oregon, with 1 billion Chenrezi, Tara, Vajrapani, and Padmasambhava. May I encounter them and make oceans of offerings, request initiations, and profound pith instructions, and quickly return without any obstacle to my place in Dewachen. May I clearly see with my divine eye all the close friends, monks, and students, and so on, and may I be able to guard and protect them, bestow blessings, and at the time of their death guide them to this land. This fortunate eon that lasts for 1 eon equals only a single day in Dewachen. May I live countless Dewachen eons without ever dying and continuously remain in this land. From Maitreya to Mopa, the final one, may I see all the Buddhas of the fortunate eon when they appear in this world. With my magical powers may I go to meet these Buddhas, make offerings to them and listen to the noble Dharma, and then again, without any obstacles, return to the pure land of Dewa-chen. Dewa-chen unites the totality of all the qualities of the Buddha realms of 81 billion trillion Buddhas. May I be reborn in this land of Dewa-chen, outstandingly supreme among all pure lands. The ground, which is made of jewels, is as smooth as the palm of a hand, and vast, spacious, and radiant, blazing with light rays. When it is pressed down, it gives way, and on lifting up, it rebounds. May I be reborn in this joyful, pleasant land of happiness. There are wish-fulfilling trees made of many jewels, with leaves of fine silk and fruits ornamented with jewels. On them gather flocks of emanation birds, which chant in very agreeable ways, proclaiming the sounds of the profound and vast Dharma. May I be reborn in this land of great wonders. The many rivers are of perfumed water, with the 8 qualities, and the water in the bathing ponds is of nectar. They are surrounded by stairs and cornices made of the 7 kinds of jewels, and display fragrant lotus flowers bearing fruit and emanating countless rays of lotus light. The tips of the light rays are adorned with emanated Buddhas. May I be reborn in this land of greatest marvel. May I be born in this land of great joy, where even the words 8 unfitting conditions or hell are unheard of, and where never any suffering is known, neither are the 5 or 3 emotions that are like poisons, nor sickness, mental illness, enemies, poverty, quarrels, and so on. May I be born in this land of limitless qualities, where there are no men or women, no beings born from a womb, since all are noble beings born from within lotus flowers. Here all bodies are without any difference, of golden color, endowed with the marks and signs, like the top knot on their head and so on, possessing all 5 special powers and the 5 eyes. Whatever I desire and think of, palaces made of a variety of jewels, and all enjoyments arise by themselves. No effort is necessary, all needs are spontaneously fulfilled. There is no distinction between you and me, no clinging to a self. All my wishes manifest as offering clouds arising from the palm of my hand, and everyone practices the Dharma of the unsurpassable great vehicle. May I be born in this realm, source of all bliss and happiness. A fragrant breeze brings great showers of flowers, and from the trees, rivers, and lotus flowers arise heaps of clouds with all sorts of enjoyments, agreeable shapes, sounds, smells, tastes, and touches. There are no women, but an abundance of emanated goddesses. These many offering goddesses continuously present offerings. At the time when I wish to rest, jewel palaces appear, and when I wish to sleep, beautiful thrones arise, covered with many pillows and cushions of fine silk, together with birds, wish-fulfilling trees, rivers, music, and so on. When I wish to listen to them, they emanate the pleasant sound of Dharma, and when I do not want, no sound is heard. Also, the ponds and rivers are exactly as I wish, cold or warm, just as it is pleasing to me. May I be born in this land where all wishes are fulfilled. The perfect Buddha, measureless light, will remain in this land for countless eons without going into nirvana. May I act as his servant for all this time. Until his passing into peace after 2 times the number of eons as there are sand particles in the Ganges, his teaching will remain. At that time, may I not be separated from his regent Chenrezig and uphold the Dharma. When at dusk the sun of the Dharma is setting, the very next morning Chenrezig will be a perfect Buddha. He will be the king whose light rays manifest the accumulated splendor of all noble ones. When this happens, may I see his face, make offerings, and listen to the noble Dharma. During the 66 trillion million eons that he will live, may I continuously be his servant, worship him, and uphold the noble Dharma without ever forgetting to remember his words. After he has passed into nirvana, his teaching will remain for 3 times 600 million billion eons. May I uphold the Dharma during all this time, never be separated from Vajrapani. When Vajrapani becomes the Buddha, completely reliable Tathagata king of abundant jewel-like qualities, with the lifespan and teaching just as those of Chenrezig, may we continuously be the servants of this Buddha as well, present our offerings, and uphold all the normal Dharma. When my life is over, may I instantly obtain unsurpassable perfect Buddhahood in this or one of the other pure realms. Having obtained perfect Buddhahood, May all beings, just as with Amitayus, be ripened and liberated by simply hearing my name. And may there arise through countless emanations that guide sentient beings and through other means, spontaneously and without effort, a limitless benefit for beings. The Buddha's lifespan, his merit, his qualities, and his pristine awareness, as well as his splendor, are beyond measure. And it is said that someone who remembers your name, be it Dharmakaya, limitless radiance, measureless light, Amitabha, or Bhagavan of immeasurable life and primordial wisdom, Amitayus, will be protected against all dangers through fire, water, poisons, weapons, evildoers, demons, and so on, with the only exception of the full ripening of previous karma. By remembering your name and prostrating, please protect us from all dangers and sufferings and grant your blessings of excellent auspiciousness. Through the blessing of having mastered the 3 bodies of the Buddha, through the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharmata, and through the blessing of the undivided aspiration of the Sangha, may all my prayers be accomplished just as it is wished. I prostrate to the 3 jewels. Teata pensadria awa bodhanai soha.
Awan bodhanai soha. Moment shiri. Namo sashire. Namo etama shiri soha.